With social media, you can tell a story much cheaper, right? It used to be that the way to tell a story for a brand was a 30-second spot on TV or radio, and that's expensive. And you better get it right, because if you don't get it right, you just wasted X dollars. Well, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on Instagram, you can tell a story every day, easily, with one picture. With one video that you cut from a flip cam, in a few hours. With one smart piece of copy. And you know what? If it doesn't work, if it doesn't resonate, so what? Do it again tomorrow. Try it again tomorrow. Every brand has so many stories to tell too. The story of how you were founded. The story of a customer that overcame an obstacle. The story of a staff person that has overcome a challenge. The story of a community, story of a charity that you're involved with. There's like dozens of stories at every single organization. And the fun thing is bringing those stories to life in social. Here's my story. My wife and I both had a marketing background, so when we decided to get married, we wanted to have, I wanted a very large wedding, so we decided to partner with a minor league baseball team in Brooklyn. And then we sold sponsors to the wedding. So 1-800-Flowers sponsored our flowers, Smirnoff sponsored our alcohol, David's Bridal sponsored our bridesmaids gowns. We raised $100,000 for an amazing wedding, $20,000 for charity. The event was awesome because I got married to the love of my life, but it turned out to be a pretty awesome marketing event too. We were on ABC, CBS, New York Times, CNBC, thousands of blogs. After the wedding, our vendor said, "This was totally awesome, what are you guys doing next?" We couldn't get married again, so we started a company instead. So that's my story in 30 seconds of text and one picture. Even if your founders weren't married at a baseball game, you have lots of stories to tell. And social media makes it super, super easy to tell and share stories. Now, the only thing better than telling your story in social media is inspiring your customers to tell their stories about you. This is the I Love Mary at McDonald's in Chandler, Arizona Facebook page. The McDonald's, obviously Fortune 500 company, spends billions of dollars in marketing. This was free. This was set up by Lynn Lucas Bach. And I think it's super cool that there are 1,400 members of the I Love Mary at McDonald's in Chandler Facebook page. But I think even cooler than that are some of the comments. I haven't seen Mary lately. Where's she been? Happy People Day, Mary. And my favorite, Mary's the best. This is the picture of my 40th birthday party on Saturday night. This is astonishing to me. This makes me want to go to Chandler, Arizona, to the McDonald's, to meet Mary. And I don't even need a McDonald's. So the question is, who's your Mary? And more important, who's your Lynn Lucas Bach? Who are your customers out there that are so in love with you that they're willing to share your story? And how can you find them and tap into them? Get them to create Facebook pages and Twitter accounts and videos and things that talk about you. Because that's way more valuable than you talking about you. Next up is surprise and delight. So surprise and delight is another one that's always been a great tenet of business.